Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So, y'all, the Fugees are on tour, right? I just saw that they canceled the North American tour dates. However, they are still touring over in the UK and Europe. So, what's being said is that the North American part of the tour was canceled due to low ticket sales. And I think that people are just sick of Lauryn Hill. I think that's what it is. People are sick of Lauryn Hill. It's been said, the same thing has been said about her for years. The same thing has been said about her for years, that either she shows up late or she doesn't show at all. And I think, just like I said, it's been going on for years. So I think that when people hear Lauryn Hill and touring, they're not pressed because they don't want to spend their money, because they're going to spend that money and not get a show. They're not going to see who they spent their money to see. So, just like I said, I think that's why the ticket sales were low, because people are just sick of that. People are sick of that. And especially if it's been going on for years. Like, this is not a one, two, three, it happened three times and all of that. It seems to happen every single time, or almost every time she's supposed to show up somewhere and she doesn't show up. So let me get into this article, y'all. So this is from TMZ, and it says Lauryn Hill, she gave her reason on why the tour was axed. So what she said is that, or what the article says is that Lauryn Hill is finally breaking her silence on a surprise cancellation of the North American leg of the Fugees reunion tour. Turns out it came down to low ticket sales. In a social media statement, the singer pointed and skewed clickbait press headlines about an injury that forced her to reschedule her tour last year, claiming they created a negative narrative that turned people off from buying tickets. Okay, so this is what she posted, y'all. This is from her social media, from her Instagram. So let me read what she posted. With difficulty, the decision was made to pull down our upcoming North American tour dates. The show in the UK and Europe are moving forward as planned. Last year, I faced an injury that necessitated the rescheduling of some of my shows. Regrettably, some media outlets penchant for sensationalism and clickbait headlines have seemingly created a narrative that has affected ticket sales for the North American portion of the tour. The trust and faith I have in my intentions and my commitment to my art seem to have been overshadowed by this unfortunate portrayal. But Lauren, you keep doing it though. So you have an injury. Hold on, y'all. This me talking now, because I got up off of this real quick before I click over to the next slide. But that's you doing that. That's you doing that. Like, do you have an injury every single time? Like, you have something going on every single time you're late or don't show up. And the media, if that's what you're doing, the media, they're gonna do their job. That's what they're about. Clickbait. They're about people clicking in, so they can get their views or whatever. And that's their job. So, but you're giving them all reason to do what they're doing, because are they lying? Like, do you have an injury going on every time, or was it just this one particular time and they lied about that? But anywho, y'all, so let me click over to the next slide of what Lauryn Hill posted. So continuing, the audiences in the UK and Europe not only haven't seen the Education anniversary performance yet, they also haven't seen the Fugees perform together in over 25 years. Performing for my fans is a profound exchange of energy and emotion that excites me every time. Every show is a piece of my expression and testament to our connection and shared love for music. I can assure you that no one is more disappointed about not being able to perform than I am. Know that I am not only grateful for those who appreciate and support my art, but that I fight and push through all kinds of resistance to put together experiences that mean something for all of us. I love being able to bring these performances to you. I appreciate your understanding. We're looking forward to performing at the shows in the UK and Europe in October. And for our fans in North America, when these unforeseen circumstances are resolved, we'll be back in full force with love, respect, and honesty, Miss Lauryn Hill. So, okay, y'all. So I get what she's saying, but she gives the ammunition. Like, she's always, y'all, just like I said, people have been saying this about Lauryn Hill. And it can't be an injury every time you're late or you don't show up. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's you're not injured all of those. You're not injured all them times, Lauryn Hill. You're not injured all of those times. I mean, I don't know. I'm not right there in her presence or whatever, but I'm just, I don't know, y'all. But anywho, let me get back to this article. So, as you can tell, Lauren was seriously pissed off, explaining her trust and commitment to her art were overshadowed by this frustrating portrayal. And no one's more disappointed than she is about not being able to perform. Lauren reassured stateside fans they'll be back in full force in the future, but made it clear she's still full steam ahead with the UK and Europe shows in October. They gave her disappointed fans some much needed answers, something they didn't get Wednesday when the late summer and fall dates were abruptly canceled. Full refunds were issued for the 18-date tour scheduled to which was set to kick off Friday in Tampa and run through mid-September. Okay, y'all. So yeah, as y'all can see, and the sad thing about it too, y'all, is nobody was surprised when they said that this tour was canceled. Nobody was surprised because even before the tour was canceled, I remember seeing things on social media, people on social media saying that she probably wasn't gonna show up anyway. So that's why the ticket sales are low. I don't think the ticket sales are low. I don't think the media um portray I don't think the media lied in what they how people portray her. I don't think the media lied at all because people really do portray her like that. People really have spent their money to go see this woman, and like I said, either she shows up way late or she doesn't show at all. So anyway, y'all, now Pras, which was and something else that I want to say, y'all, before I get on the Pras, because Pras about to go to jail. So how y'all, they won't be this will probably be their last tour because Pras is about to he's about to go to jail, y'all. Let me see. It says that a jury had found Pras guilty of 10 federal charges for his role in a web of conspiracies, and he faces up to 20 years in prison. He has not been sentenced yet, y'all, and this is from October of 2023. So, Pra's about to be going to jail for 20 years. So, if like I said, this is going to be their last tour. This is going to be their last tour. So they won't be North America won't be seeing the Fugees on tour unless they have somebody else, unless it's Wyclef and Lauryn Hill and they have somebody else stepping in for Pras. But I don't think people gonna want to see that. And I really think people really not too pressed to see Lauryn Hill. I really think that that's where it's at right now. She's an amazing artist. She's an amazing artist. Nobody's taking that from her, but I think people just kind of cool on Lauryn Hill because they're sick of spending their money and not getting what they spent their money for. So anywho, y'all, so let me move on because I saw something which I saw, just like I said, Pras about to be going back to I'm saying back to jail. Pras is about to be going to jail. He's about to be, y'all saw, or y'all heard me say that they about to give him 20 years. So he has not been sentenced yet. So I can feel what he's saying too, because see now Lauryn Hill, he probably was anxious to do the tour over here in the United States, just as much as he's anxious to do, just as much as he's anxious to tour anywhere. But he feels like because of Lauryn Hill, he feels like how the fans feel. He feels like that is all because of Lauryn Hill. That's why the ticket sales were low. It's because of Lauryn Hill. So this right here, y'all, is from a couple of days ago. So I'm gonna read this to y'all real quick. But it says that he feels the pain of the fans, and he says that her rep precedes her. And that's what I'm talking about, because it's not just the media. It's not just the media making her, who's making her look bad. She makes her own self look bad. People keep saying the same thing about her. So she makes her own self look bad. But anywho, y'all, so let me get into what Pras talk, what this is saying. So it says Lauryn Hill blamed clickbait headlines for the Fugees reunion tour getting canceled all across North America. But that's not exactly how her bandmate Pras sees things. Pras tells TMZ Hip Hop, I saved her reputation for 20 years by not telling my side of the story, but oops, cat's out of the bag. Okay, so fans on social media railed against Lauren's statement after the 18 city tour was canceled, considering they've seen the story before. And Pras says he shares their skepticism. So, okay, I'm not gonna read all of these, but I will do a screenshot of it and put it up, so in case y'all want to read it. But so anywho, y'all. So back to the article. The Miseducation singer has been called out for years for leaving fans waiting hours on end. Tardiness that Pras admits delays his schedule too all the time. Pras does not take their legacy lightly. The group's 1996 album, The Score, sold over 22 million records worldwide, making it one of the most notable hip hop projects ever recorded to this day. The Fugees are still scheduled to reunite overseas in Europe, highlighted by stops in Paris, London, and Stockholm. Pras still, Pras still wants those shows to happen, but says it's ultimately up to the fans. Translation: buy the tickets and they will come. Hopefully, Wyclef John has 911 on speed dial. We spoke to Elle Boogie back in May, and she seemed open to following up on her classic and only studio album after more than 25 years. Perhaps the new opening in her schedule gives her time to work on the next masterpiece. And we'll probably never see that, y'all. I don't think we're gonna see. I don't know. I just feel like we're not going to see that. It's already been 25 years, so I don't think we're gonna see a follow up to her first album. So, but yeah, anyway, so y'all see what Pras was talking about. So that's why I said it's not the media, it's not the media making her look bad. It's her, she's doing that. She's doing that herself. And then just like Pras said, she's been doing it. Y'all see what he said? Like, I saved her reputation for 20 years. You see what I'm saying? She's been doing that. So that's why the ticket sales are low, because nobody's pressed to see Lauryn Hill. I think that if this was maybe about 5 or 6 years ago or something like that, I think that they probably would have had ticket sales. I don't know. I think 5 and 6 years ago, I think people were already sick of her. I think people were already sick of Lauryn Hill by then. So I'm gonna say, y'all, maybe about 6 to 10 years ago or something like that, if they would have done this, then they probably would have been able to sell tickets. But just like I said, people are sick of Lauryn Hill because it's the same thing with her every time she's scheduled to perform somewhere. Um, people are not getting. I mean, just like I said, she's not showing up, or either she's late, and people are just sick of it. So I can see why Pras feel the way that he feels, and I can see why everybody else feels the way that they feel for real. And like Lauryn Hill was saying, that she's pretty much putting the blame on the media, but the media is only going to do what they're going to do. Just like I said, that's their job to do what they do. They're with all the clickbaits and all of that. That's their job. But you give them ammunition when you keep on doing what you're doing. They wouldn't have anything to report on if you wasn't doing what you were doing. It's almost like people kind of look, anytime Lauryn Hill is scheduled to perform somewhere, people are already saying before before the date, people are already saying, oh, she not gonna show up, or she gonna be late, or I wouldn't pay any money to go, I wouldn't spend any money to go see her because she not gonna show up. So, Lauryn Hill's reputation is why the Fugees didn't, why they didn't sell tickets in North America. Because just like I said, people are sick of her. I'm going to always love Lauryn Hill. Like I said, she's an amazing artist. She truly is an amazing artist. And that's why her one and only album is still, still in the top, it's still in the top hip hop albums of all time, and she only had that one album. So, she's a beast at what she does, but people just get sick of the same. If people are spending their money to come see you, and to me, you're being unappreciative. Like, you don't even care that these people spent their money to come and see you. You're going to do what you going to do regardless, whatever. And it's like that it's like you're telling your fans that they're not important to you. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. You're telling your fans that they're not important to you because their time and their money means, it means nothing to you. It's not important to you. So people are just sick of that, y'all. But one more thing, y'all, before I end this video. Now I saw something, and this is just today, y'all, because just like this says right here, is let Pras is letting us know how he feels, and he's agreeing with what everybody else is having to say about Lauryn Hill. So y'all, now Pras, now this is what I see. Now this right here, y'all, this is from Media Takeout. So this is my first time seeing this, but um y'all know how Media Takeout do too. So anyway, y'all, so what this is saying is that Pras just made a diss track to Lauryn Hill. Y'all, so what this says, Pras disses Lauryn Hill on new track following Fugees tour cancellation. So y'all, this says Pras took aim at fellow Fugees group member Lauryn Hill after their tour was canceled. On his new track Bar Mitzvah, Pras rap, don't blame me, blame her. She made the mess, not another effing penny, what I told Clef. The track has not yet been released but was obtained by All Hip Hop. Okay, so last week Lauryn Hill shared a statement explaining her reasons for pulling out of the tour. So we just yeah, we just read all of that, saw all of that. So I'm not going to read it again, y'all. But so moving on with the article, it says Wyclef has remained silent, but last week Pras threw more shots at Hill when speaking to TMZ, and we also just read that too, y'all. So I'm not going to read that again. But yeah, they're just sick of her. They're sick of her. Like they said, Wyclef hasn't, he hasn't said anything yet, but I'm sure that he's feeling the same way Pras is, because she's been doing that. She's been doing that, and it's just sad because it's kind of taken away from her legacy. Just like I said, she's an amazing artist, but it's kind of taken away from her legacy because it's overshadowing what she's doing. It's overshadowing everything else about Lauryn Hill. It's overshadowing that, because now it's kind of like when you hear Lauryn Hill's name, all you hear is Lauryn Hill was late or Lauryn Hill never showed up. That's all you're hearing. So it's kind of like overshadowing her artistry. It's overshadowing that. So I don't know. Now, I'm assuming she's showing up in Europe, in the UK. I haven't heard anything about her not, but this right here, y'all, this is dated today, August 13th. So Pras made this track following the tour cancellation. So was the entire tour, are they still touring, have their tour dates over in the UK and Europe, or were those canceled also? I didn't hear anything about those being canceled, but I don't know, y'all. But anywho, everybody, Lauryn Hill just kind of got people not messing with her. Like I said, I will forever love her because she's an amazing artist. But I'm glad I never tried to pay money to go see her, because I would have been pissed off. I'm not going I ain't spending my money and I'm not getting, my product sucks, because that's gonna make me not spend money on you anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have never. It would have took one time, and I would have never, ever even thought about seeing her again on tour after that. Not unless that she was gonna be at something like a Stone Soul picnic or something like that. But as far as paying real money just to go see Lauryn Hill, I wouldn't have done that. She would have had one time to do that to me, and I wouldn't have spent any more money on Lauryn Hill after that. So anywho, y'all, I guess that's that on that, because like I said, Pras is about to go to jail. He about to get 20 years. So this is, the Fugees, after this is no more touring for him unless something happens and he doesn't go to jail. But if he's doing all of this the way he's feeling right now, and if he made this diss track against Lauryn Hill and all of that, even if he doesn't go to jail right now and they still have time to maybe put a tour together and do it, they probably won't. They probably won't, because he made a diss album against this woman. So that's probably that on that, as far as their relationship, because I think it would be for me. I think if I was Lauryn Hill, you doing all that, so you don't even ever have to say anything to me ever again in life. So I probably wouldn't have wanted to tour with him after that. But yeah, it's just all messed up, y'all. That Lauryn Hill, like, I don't understand. I mean, well, I don't know. Just like I said, I don't know what's going on in her personal life. So, whatever her reasons for being late, like she said, uh injuries. So, unless she had, I mean, like I said, it's just hard to believe that you have an injury or something going on that's going to cause you to be late or not show up for people who spent their money to see you. So, like I said, that's why this tour, this North American tour, wasn't gonna happen. That's why they didn't sell tickets, because people are just sick of Lauryn Hill, y'all. It just is what it is. But anywho, y'all, thank y'all for watching my video. I'm out.